And welcome to your own YouTube channel, Speak of It Sahil. It's been really long time since like Sunday I have not uploaded a single video on this platform, but now I'm looking forward to upload the video. I was quite busy in this week. Guys, you're not subscribing my channel, please subscribe to my channel and stay updated with this platform. Click the black icon so you would just able to like get notification once I upload the video here into this YouTube channel. So the topic is here. We are going to discuss about the Prime Minister Modi's visit to the US has really made like world class headlines over there. Why did he go there? What was the importance of being like in the meeting surrounding with the US experts, businessmen, Prime Minister Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, you can say President Zelensky, and there were a lot of people, and Prime Minister were like to the US for I think 3 or 4 days visit. And in this 3 or 4 days visit, he had a conversation with people out there. As we know, like today, and I think this month is the 100th day of BJP government's, you can say, like in power. That was a different stuff. That government was quite little bit dissatisfied for not having, like not having, you can say, like a majority in parliament, but they somewhat managed to collide with the other parties, and they managed exactly to be in power in 2024. So in these 100 days, they had an amazing, you can say, like a propaganda, or you can say the targets to visit foreign countries and bring back the investors in India. That is a different stuff. Like BJP is not happy with power, because look at that, they are not in power, by the way, because they are in the power just by the namesake, because most of the powers will be like transferred like into several parties. BJP along with the parties who have given their hands to BJP government to stay in power. So that's how Modi is not the one who can take each and every step there. He has to be concerned. He has to take a permission of such parties with whom he has like collided with. So foreign affairs expert Ravinder Sajdev said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, this is happened in times of India TOI. Recent a visit to the US highlights India's role in global diplomacy, particularly amid the Russia-Ukraine conflict. So main focus was, like you can say, bringing back the stakeholder to a nation. He had a conversation with Sundar Pichai. He was in the meeting where Sundar Pichai was there, and personally he also said to a pressman that yeah, he was talking about AI and the importance of AI and involving the AI in private sectors in India, and that's what he was exactly talking back then. So India's role in global diplomacy, particularly amid the Russia-Ukraine conflicts, it's amazing. Russia-Ukraine conflict, just try to understand. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi had been to Ukraine as well to have a conversation with Zelensky recently, where he had also talked about the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. And Modi tried to extend, like always as mediocre. Neither Modi said like I'm taking a part or taking support or I'm supporting Ukraine, nor he said like I'm supporting Russia. He was exactly like mediocre as other countries, or a lot of other countries. Neither they are saying good about Russia, nor they are saying bad about Russia. They are trying to be mediocre, because Narendra Modi has no fear to deteriorating its relationship with like Zelensky, because mostly if you would see diplomatically, we have nothing to do with Ukraine, but we have something to do with Western world. And once our prime minister or anybody in our country says something against Russia, then we will destroy our relationship with Russia. As we know, Modi visited like in Russia as well in the month of July. I made a video on this as well, so please click on the description and I will provide the link of that video. Please watch what happened when he visited in Russia. So the fact is here, once he says something against Ukraine, the whole Western world will start criticizing India, and they would take their stance and say like Modi is taking us, like taking a part or taking taking the support of, you can say, Russia. It is clearly supporting Russia, which is not acceptable for the Western media. That is what we are trying to like create our stance very clearly and importantly. Second thing, what I found on this subject is, like, while speaking with AINA, they've remarked that Prime Minister Modi's third term has marked a significant shift in India's foreign policy. As I clearly said, like it's been 100 days, and that was a propaganda of BJP government, and somewhat like that was a clearly an implementation of BJP governments, that they really want to set up an amazing relationship with world leaders and businessmen. And Modi was quite obsessed of bringing, like you can say, new stakeholders into our nation. That's why he's been doing all of these things so far. other thing, PM Modi, quoting PM Modi's speech at the summit, that global ambition must match global action. And he was also talking about the terrorism acts recently happened in the, like in the Middle East countries, and our relation with Pakistan and other nations, and you can say other thing. PM Modi also talked to President Joe Biden during Quad meeting and met Zelensky as well. PM Modi is now understanding, you can say, what is the interest of everyone in this whole process. At the end of the day, everyone will have to adjust. At this moment, India is playing a clear, active role. India has never played such a role in world diplomacy, and the most interesting thing would be that an Asian power is in positions to stop conflict in Europe. So this is the first time, like, the Western countries and the Middle East have never invited such Asian leaders to solve the problem, and now Modi is standing or trying to be an arbitrary or a middleman who will solve or go between, who will able to solve these problems by giving some advices to such leaders, which is just for the namesake. Neither Modi is economist nor he is something having a deep understanding about Russia and Ukraine, or it's just for the namesake that they invited India. Because the Western countries know, especially I'm talking about the US, they know that they have got some self and some motive to invite Narendra Modi there, because they want to do business here in India in a huge scale, in an immense scale, and for that they have to prioritize Modi, they have to lionize Modi, right? And once they say no, we are not going to invite Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that means like it is not going to happen in that way. You want to do business in India, you have to prioritize the government. Whether you like him or not, you have to invite him. Whether he speaks English or not, you have to invite him. That's how you're gonna capture this Indian like market. That is the only one reason, by the way. So India is playing a clear role, and it has never happened before with any like leader. And Narendra Modi is the second Indian Prime Minister who has been elected thrice in a like a row, or you can say in a general election, after Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru from 1950s and 1960s as well. So this is the second Prime Minister and the foremost Prime Minister in our nation who has been selected. That's a different stuff. Like, some of them have got a clear mindset to select him for the prime ministership, is they want to see Hindu nationalist party ruling in our country. They want to see this nation is like Hindu nation or something. That's a different stuff that people are voting him for different reasons. Some of them have given him another chance, so he would able to bring a good economical things in our country, so people will be settled at least in their lives. They can get a job easily. Unemployment rate is very bad here in our nation. And recently the report of United Nations and especially World Bank also said, like, IMF said like India has to increase its spending on GDP by 6.6%, and we are not even near to that. So we need to continue all this step. Notably, PM Modi held a bilateral meeting with Ukrainian President Zelensky in the New York, where both leaders reiterated their commitment to implementing the outcomes of Modi's recent visit to Ukraine. This marked the third time two world leaders had met in the last 3 months. Modi visited Ukraine, where they had a conversation, and Zelensky had been to Russia, Ukraine, America, to just like have this meeting, to be in this meeting called Quad meeting, where he can talk about the Russia's trade or upgrading Russia's trade to Ukraine, and that's why he's there. While addressing the summit of the future on Monday, PM Modi said that cyber, maritime and space are emerging as new areas of conflicting, and that it is high time global action must match global ambition. I think this is the only one line he said over there. While on one hand, terrorism continues to be a serious threat to global peace and security, on the other hand, cyber, maritime and space are emerges as new areas of conflicts. On all, he said, I will stress that global action must match global ambition. All the time he was repeating all this sentence. I think he's the only thing that he talked. So I thought like he also talked about climate change, and he was talking about like bringing the stakeholders to our nation. And first of all, this is first time, as I said very clearly, that's what happened. So I want to know your opinion. Do you think like that would change any single thing in our country, especially the visit of Prime Minister Modi? Do you think it would change anything or make any difference in our nation, the visit of our Prime Minister to the US? Please try to comment in the comment section what do you think about it. Thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so you will get notification whenever I will upload this video. Thank you. Take care.